So on one of my previous videos, I showed that I did the drip seam here on this on my wife's C10, not this one. So you can see there's the seam, and it's just exposed to the elements here. You're gonna get water down in here, and it's gonna rust underneath. So if yours is in condition anything like this or worse, it is salvageable. And I'm going to show you what to do here. You can see I've already gotten started on it. You just take your drill and you get you one of these little wire wheel bits on there, and you just get down in there, and you can see I still left some seam sealer and some in here. You just get it down in there and go to town on it. Get all that stuff out. Do the whole thing this way. Alrighty, here we are again working on the 69 GMC drip rails. Well, today my name's Gary, but most days it's Jory. Anyway, after you have taken your wire wheel and cleaned up all inside that drip rail, get it all out, make sure there's no more seam sealer inside there. Then you'll tape it off like I've done here. Take a piece of cardboard, paper, whatever, and your rust inhibitor paint, rust barrier, Por 15, whatever you want to call this stuff. Take it and make sure you're not going to spray it anywhere else, and just, you know, everywhere on here. Especially up here, you want to block the windshield, because I hate scraping paint off a windshield. It don't end very well. And just get it in there, all in your face and everything. Now, if you're smart, you'll use a respirator. But what you're trying to do, get it in there nice and thick, because what you're trying to do is get it between this piece of metal and this piece of metal where the seam is. You don't want rust to build up underneath your seam sealer. So get it in there nice and thick. It doesn't really matter if it blotches or how it looks, because all this is going to be covered with seam sealer in the end anyway. So tape it off so you don't get any of your black paint on your good paint. Ain't got to be fancy with the tape or nothing, and don't be shy with that rust inhibitor paint either. So get it all in there, get it all sealed up. Look at that, and then we'll go from there. All right, day number, well, it doesn't matter what day number it is. Working on the 69 GMC drip rails. Today's the day. We're putting the seam sealer in. One thing I want to make sure y'all know is that this stuff, after it comes out of the tube, after about 30 to 45 seconds, virtually impossible to work with. It gets really tacky and clumpy, and clumps together. So you're going to want to wear some gloves if you don't mind getting this stuff on your finger or whatever. But the important thing is, you kind of got one shot at smoothing this stuff out. So I'll show you what I found is the best way to do it. And even then, I'm still not an expert, but it came out okay on the last one. Let's see how it comes out on this one. So yeah, we'll get started. Here we go. Glove, seam sealer. Let's give this stuff a go. Whoa, way too much. Okay, well, trying to lay a nice thin bead. I hope I can smooth out that one spot. Okay, and we're going to stop about right there. Now, like I said, one pass smooth it, so screw it, let's go from here. Get it nice and down in there. This time I did not take the tape off. We're going to see how that works. Anyway, going up here now. And I'm probably going to have to put more up there. So we're going to try to smooth this out. Oh man, this stuff is a pain in the butt. I hope this tape makes it come off nice and good though. Alright. So there you have it. Nothing super fancy, and even then I still think I used way too much. So I'll show you what I'm going to do at the end here. Okay, so this stuff is already getting clumpy and a little hard to deal with. Go away, mosquito. It's December. What the hell are you doing here? Anyway, so I'm starting to peel this off, and look, it's coming off really nice. So you don't want to wait too long, I guess, to take this stuff off, the tape off. Kind of hard to do this one-handed. I need a helper. But you get the point. All right, so seam sealer is in. I only went to about halfway because I don't have any room in my small shop. I'm going to do the other side later when I spin this truck around. So you'll notice, like here and in some other spots where it's kind of sticking up above the drip rail itself, we're not going to worry about that right now. This stuff takes like a minimum of 2 days to cure and really get hard. The longer you leave it alone and let it sit, the better it'll be. So once it's nice and cured and all that, you can take some Scotch-Brite, sandpaper, anything like that, and just kind of shave off that excess on top that you don't need. I did a terrible job of taping off my truck apparently. But anyway, it's all in there, and the seam is sealed up, it's covered. Water will not build up there and cause an issue later. No rust will happen on this drip rail. So that's pretty much it as far as this goes. Like I said, just take a little Scotch-Brite, sandpaper, and just clean this up. I got to do that anyway since I did a terrible job of taping my truck apparently. Okay, well that's kind of a wrap for this little tutorial how-to on those drip rails. Here's a quick glimpse of the stuff that I use. You don't have to use that exact stuff, but it works okay. I've used it twice now and it works. It will change to a more of a yellowish color after it cures, just so you know. Appreciate y'all watching. I hope this was helpful. I couldn't find any other YouTube videos on how to do this on YouTube before, so I figured I'd make one. So let me know what y'all think. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on. I'm kind of new at this YouTube thing, but it's been a good resource for me as I've been kind of stuck at home dealing with some health issues and stuff like that. It's been a cheap, inexpensive way of occupying my time and keeping me busy. So thanks for y'all's support. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on, and thanks for watching.